You still awake? I heard that. I'm trying to stay awake. That's why I come in here. I have somebody to talk to. I'm down here by myself tonight, or this morning, might as well say. Caught one about, I don't know, 20 something pounds. My nephew, before he left about 2 o'clock, he hung a big old monster, and that little bell he had on the end of it got hooked up around the line that snapped the line. He got off. It was a huge one too. He just about had it in, and it went around that little. He didn't take them bells off, and it hung around that. The line got hung around that bell and snapped the line. He was a big one too. Wild Hook, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. I didn't know if anybody would even be up this late. I got me a tent set up over here. Got my tent set up back here, and got my chair. And my nephew left me about 2 o'clock. I tried to lay down, tried to take a rest and stuff, but I couldn't sleep, so I got back up. I'm hoping we'll get a good run here. I'm using live bait tonight. I got what they call black salties. Shadow Man, what's up? Appreciate you coming in. Cass, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Yeah, I've caught one about 25, 27 pounds. It was about 3 o'clock this morning. My nephew hung on to a big old monster before he left. He left about 2, and it was about 1:30. He got a big one, and he got them little bells on these rods, and the line wrapped around the rod and snapped the line. It got off, but I've caught one so far. Uh, Excuse me. I hear them jumping out there everywhere. There's some big ones out here tonight. Can you see the rods? That's about the only light I got right there. I don't try to use much light. Maybe get daylight here in a little bit. And I don't know how long I'll be on here anyway. I was just wanting to pop up and talk to somebody a few minutes, try to keep myself awake. I appreciate every one of you coming in though. See if I can catch a fish for you. We ain't way too loud. Woke you up, did I? I heard that. I heard that. Behaving badly. I tell you what I did do. If anybody knows Trophy Seekers Outdoors, Daryl, he had a raffle off tonight about 7 o'clock when I first got down here. He's raffling off rods and stuff. I won a Mad Cat rod, heavy action. I think it's 7'9" or 7'8" or something. It's beautiful. It's black and white, camouflage kind of like looking. It's awesome. Shall we chase the dragon? There's no dragons around here. I must have woke you up and you was dreaming about dragons. I used to dream about dragons when I was young. Now I dream about catching big giant fish. What's up, gamer? What y'all doing up this late? It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Y'all should be asleep, dreaming about dragons and all kind of old stuff. FX, absolutely. I carry a Bible and bullets. No, I'm not hunting Bigfoot, I'm hunting Hondo. Hondo the catfish. You subscribe to my page and go to my page and you'll see the big fish I catch. This is called the Cove. I'm from North Carolina. And this is called the Cove. It's the backwaters of the Catawba River and Lake Wiley. Cool, Griffin. Yeah, North Carolina strong, baby. Put a hashtag on it. Hashtag North Carolina strong. What's up, buddy? What are you doing, Snuggles? What are you doing? What are y'all doing up this early in the morning? Now I can see Buddy. He's probably fixing to get up and take a walk. Yep, that's what I thought. Getting ready to go in the woods and take a walk. Get some meat in the freezer. Awesome. I caught a big one a little while ago there, buddy. About 27 pound, blue. My nephew hung one before he left about 2 o'clock, and it was a big one. I mean, it was huge. He got about 20 foot in, and the line wrapped around these little bail, and it snapped the line. I told him to take that bail off there, and he wouldn't listen. And he was kind of winding the rod, and it wrapped around the tip of the rod with that bail on there, and it snapped the line. It was, heck, I don't know how big that thing was. It was huge. When he first hung it, it come up out there and had a big old swirl. About took the rod off the rod stand he had. I told him, I said, well, I said, you missed that one. He got to feel him anyway for a little while. But that one I caught, I brought him in. I put him back, but it was before the live. He left, and I stayed down here and set my tent up. I was gonna take a nap and get back up and fish a little while, and maybe do a live during the day a little bit, and I couldn't sleep. So I jumped up here and started talking to y'all, so I have something to talk about. Have some people talking to me. What is going on? One of the moderators can zap that official, whatever, whoever that is, zap him for me. Get him out of here. I don't need that mess in here early this morning. The trolls are supposed to be asleep. Put the whammy on him. I don't usually tell anybody like that, but that's a bunch of mess right there. Can't even read that mess. English, please. I'm tired because I'm talking out of my head here. Should have got me a nap. One reason why I went live, because I was fixing to get a bite on this one right here, and I was hoping I'd catch it on live, and as soon as I cut that camera on, he quit biting. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Well appreciated. All right, buddy. You have a good walk in the woods, buddy. Don't run up on Bigfoot now. If you do, you know if you catch him, you're going to be a rich man. I hope you get you some good meat, man. Come on, fish. Show up for these people. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. Probably need to check my bait, but I'm trying to wait till daylight before I do that. Sometimes them lives, they get off the hook out there. When they live, them black salties, they get stronger as I put them in the water out there. They don't die. That's why I like using them. They get stronger as you put them in the water out there. If you don't hook them through something that kills them, you hook them right, they'll stay alive forever. Unless something hits them and crushes them, tries to eat them. All right, Mosley, I appreciate you coming in. I had somebody to talk to. I probably won't be on here much longer anyway. I was just wanting to pop up and talk to somebody. I couldn't sleep. I was kind of getting bored. I was getting a bite on that rod. I was wanting somebody to see it get caught. But as soon as I cut that camera on, it cut off. But I appreciate you coming in. All right, Struggles, I appreciate it. I hope I catch a fish for you. It'd be nice. You never know down here. You sitting down here and all of a sudden something just tear it all to pieces. And sometimes you sit down here forever. But I guess that's like everywhere. It's really good down here a lot of times. I catch some good fish out of here. I caught over 200 just on them guard dogs last year down here. In about 3 months. In about 3 months, I caught over 200 catfish using the guard dog. Good night. Appreciate it. Thank you for the luck. God bless you. Oh, they fun. Yeah, it's addicting, especially when you hang one that's over. I don't know. All of them's addicting. It doesn't matter what size it is. Once you start catching them, but I've caught all kind of fish and stuff. But when I started catching flatheads, and the blues are fun too, especially the big ones when you catch them. They're mean. The blues are mean. They'll bite you and try to hurt you and all that mess. But when I started catching flatheads, I fell in love with catching flatheads. And yeah, when the first big one you catch, that's like your PB or whatever, and you just want to get one bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's addicting. It's just like a drug to me. I just love it. I grew up fishing. My uncles and them used to take me fishing. My dad took me for a little while, but he didn't take me like my uncles did. My uncles taught me my grandpa taught me everything I know. We used to go to them carp lakes over there. I learned how to go over there and take people's money and all that mess. And then I found out about how carp, how they do fish, and I didn't like that. But I started catching catfish, and I just fell in love with it. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I still catch other fish and go catch carp sometime, but mainly I fish for catfish. And I try to catch the biggest ones I can catch. I use big baits sometimes, because I know they're in here. It's just getting them to bite. At a certain time of year, they bite more, especially the blues. They get more aggressive during the summer, but during the winter, they still bite, but they don't bite as much. But when they do bite, they usually, you know, good size, especially getting around right now, right when it gets cold and stuff, because they out trying to fatten themselves up. But yeah, just the first one you'd ever catch, you would love it. You would just love it, especially if you enjoy fishing, already. It's a waiting game sometimes. A lot of times, not just sometimes, a lot of times, especially the way I fish. That's like when they get on here and they want me to fish these tournaments. I used to be guard dog staff. They got a tournament coming up right now pretty soon, and Monty's wanting me to get into it because I've caught more fish off the guard dog than anybody, and he wants me to get into it. And you win this championship belt and all that stuff. And on a given day down here, I don't know what they would do, and if I did catch something, it would be something big, but not quality. You know what I mean? And I've never been a competition person. I'm just a fisherman, and I just started using the camera over a year, a little a year and a half ago, and I started doing that so my grandkids would see it maybe after I passed away, and they'd say, well, at least my grandpa knows how to fish. If I couldn't do anything else, I know how to catch fish. So that's what started that. And people on YouTube, Mike's Fishing Home, taught me into it. And it just went from there. It went skyrocketed because I started catching a bunch of fish, and everybody started seeing me catch a bunch of fish and big quality fish. And I just enjoy it. I love people enjoying watching it, and I appreciate it. And I think it's a blessing from God. I always put God before everything. Because if you do that, it always turns out right. Always. And that's what I believe, and that's what I'm going to believe to River Rat's not on this earth anymore. And I can tell I'm rambling. I must be tired because I'm just rambling. Guard dog is, let's see, guard dogs overnight. Guard dog is a automatic catfish hooker. It's a product that you put on your fishing rod. It helps you hang a fish. And I call it my fishing buddy because like I'm down here a lot of times by myself, and like during the day I'm over here with my little rod trying to catch bait and all that stuff. And that thing's watching my rod while I'm not watching it. And plus it's like, you know, you get a certain age or you get a little disability, you can't get up fast enough, or it helps. I can show it to you. I'll bring you over to it and let you see what I'm talking about. Oh. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's a guard dog right there. If you can see it, that's a guard dog. It's hooked up on that line right there, and it goes all the way down to the end of that rod down there. And it's hooked up, runs through the line, and when it goes off, if something pulls it, it goes out that way, it pulls, and that thing will drop to the ground, and that fish will be hooked. It's more or less to me like a circle hook. Circle hook does the same thing in my mind. Yeah, that's a guard dog. I won one of them one time, and I started using it, started catching a bunch of fish off of it. And the guy who owns it, Monty Sheets, he contacted me, wanted me to be on guard dog staff. And I was for a little while. I enjoyed it. I love all of them that's on guard dog staff. But my bipolar and other things, I just couldn't. If I'm not trying, in my mind, if I'm not feeling like I'm doing a positive thing for somebody that I'm trying to help out or do something, or you know, I don't want to. I don't want to be burdened. I don't want to burden them, or that's just me. It might be this way I feel because of my bipolar, but I got off of it. But I still use the guard dogs, and I still do everything besides going to the meetings and all that stuff, and I still do everything. Like I make, if I catch a fish on a guard dog, I say guard dog. I make guard dog commercials all the time, and cat claw rod holders. That's another thing. I use cat claw rod holders, and that's what's on the bottom of them, and I make commercials for them. FOA Custom and Gear. I use all their hooks. That's Freddie, if you know them, you know him. He's all his stuff is American made. If you want good quality fish equipment to catch these big fish, you go to FOA Custom and Gear, and he's got all the stuff you ever need. He's got from rods to hooks and setup. He's even got the whole jigs already made up. You can just buy the jigs. He's got planer boards. He's got anything you can imagine to catch these big fish with if you need to. And I love his hooks. His hooks is A1 to me. I catch a lot of fish with his hooks. They sharp and they do the job. And I get 8s and 10s from him, and I love them. Yeah, all you got to do is go to Guard Dog Products. Let's see. This train's loud. I don't know if you can hear me. But go to Guard Dog Products, Guard Dog Pro Products.com, and it'll come up. And that you'll see them. They nice, man. I love them. It's changed the way it's changed the way I fish because it actually helps me. Like I said, it's like a fishing buddy to me. It's watching them fishing rods when I'm not watching them. It's good for people like it's got media or it's got on a live. I can sit here and talk to you guys and not have to worry about that rod because it makes a distinct sound. Once it pops off, if you hear it enough, you'll know what it sounds like. When it goes off, you know it. And it helps that way. It helps somebody that's doing live, or it helps me while I'm catching bait during the day. And plus I'm old. I'm a little old fart. I can't get up as fast as I used to sometimes. It helps that. Some people say it's cheating, but it's not cheating. It's no different than a circle hook to me. A circle hook does the same thing. Once you wind down on that thing, that circle hook's done hooked him anyway. This here does the same thing. You can use J hooks. I always use circle hooks. It does the same thing. But yeah, it's an advantage. It's to me, it's my fishing buddy. Sound like I got trains and planes and automobiles. Come on, fish. Let's see, I got 7 likes and 1 person watching. Everybody else is in the bed where they should be, where I should be, where struggle should be. uh, Hunting stuff, I believe it's a little bit of both. It's one of them river rat trying to stay up fishing, trying to stay awake. Figured I'd pop up here just live and talk so I wouldn't go to sleep. Good early morning to you, hunting stuff. got 532 here where I'm at. Yes, sir. 532. Won't be long, sun be trying to come up. Come on, fish. Should be in the bed, but I'm sitting up here waiting on you. Let's go. Give me one of that early morning bite and get you breakfast. Hunting stuff I caught a 27 pounder, about that big. It was about 3 o'clock, I guess. My nephew was down here with me until about 2, and he hung a real big one about 1 o'clock, 15 after 1. And he had that little bail on the end of it, and the line got hooked around the bail, and it snapped the line. It was a big one. It was a real big one. I believe it was a flathead too, because it was staying down low. And yeah, he missed it. He went home. He had to go to work today. But I set my tent up. It's back behind the camera here. And I laid down, tried to take me a nap for a little while, and I couldn't go to sleep. So I got back up and started this live, and so I have somebody to talk to for a little while, hoping I'd catch a fish. And another reason why I started live, this very first rod right here, you can't hardly see it, but he was getting a bite, and I was going to try to catch it on camera. But just soon I cut that camera on, it quit. Bennett fishing. What's going on? I heard that. Good luck. I hope you catch some. Hope you catch some tanks. I'm getting some bites, and I've caught a few, but far in between. What's up, nature? Good morning to you. Trying to get me some watch hours up. I appreciate it, Ben. I hope so. It'd be awesome. I really need to check my bait, really, but I'm trying to wait till daylight so I do. Before I do, 'cause all of it's live bait. Sometimes them little black salties I use, they'll wiggle off sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes, especially when something's chasing me. But I'll check them when it gets daylight. Probably need to lay down and take a little nap so I can fish a little bit when it gets daylight. I just wanting to pop up here and talk to you guys a few minutes. Yeah, they catch a lot. And some fishermen's right there, buddy. Love watching them catch fish. Come on, fish. What's up, Tim, my brother from another mother? Out here trying to stay awake. Got my tent set up. I was trying to take a nap, but I couldn't go to sleep, so I figured I'd pop up here a few minutes and have somebody to talk to. Good morning, Miss Lisa. See if I can pop my battery in here. There we go. Now we got the phone charging. Oh. Trying to get your work done. I heard that. Yeah, my nephew left about 2 o'clock. I was trying to get some sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep, so I popped up and cut my live on. Hoping I was catching fish while I was on live. I was getting a bite there when I first started, but I cut that camera on and it quit. I ain't gonna be on here much longer anyway. I'm gonna see if I can lay down and take me a little cat nap before it gets daylight, and then I'm gonna check my bait on my rods. I might come back up again and do a live during the day. Once I can see something. Got 11 likes and 7 people watching. That's what I'm talking about. Do you know who's going live or anything, Tim, today? You still in here, Tim? You must be working. Cool. I wanted to tell you something. I don't know if you was watching Daryl's giveaway last night, but I won a Mad Cat's uh, rod. It's awesome. I won it. Let's see. Catch Fish with Us was giving it away. think it's like a 7.9 or 7.6 or something. I can't remember how it's supposed. But it's a heavy action. Mad cat. It's black and white. I heard that, Tim. I done enough work the other day when I was blowing them leaves. It wore me out. Old man, can't take that anymore like I used to. You blow off about 3 or 4 acres of leaves and gets to you. Sure got to me. I can feel it in my back as we speak. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I might start another live up here in a little while, but I'm gonna close and shut this one down, and I'm gonna see if I can get in this tent and lay down and get me an hour or so nap, and then get back up and do some more fishing. Well, I'll be fishing anyway, but I'll put them bales on there so I can hear them. But I appreciate every one of you coming in, keeping me awake and keeping me talking. And I want to say God bless each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you next time. River Rat. I heard that, Tim. Nah, I don't want to do no work. Let's not reeling in one of these big old catfish. But I appreciate it. I'll be thinking about you. I'll pray for you. Hey, Struggles, I appreciate you staying in, man. You, you're awesome. But I'll catch you later on the flip side. God bless. Later, later.